thought we were just looking at you. You thought we were staring at you right now. Make sure you put her on camera. Right there. Yeah. She good at what she do. Make sure you get a picture of that one. Yeah, keep rolling.
Welcome to the Lions Den for the first home doubleheader in DC3's young season as your Lady Lions take on Terra State. Head coach Evan Fosha is looking for his first collegiate win as a head coach, as it's been 10 days since they last played against Kirtland CC, where they lost by 22. For Terra State, they're coming off a big win over Kent State Tuscawaras on Saturday and have a team loaded with freshmen looking to prove themselves early in their college career. Hello everybody, my name is Garrett Pogg and we are pumped to share the next few hours with you as both the women's and men's teams will look to take the next step towards a successful season in tonight's events. After only having 5 women in the last game over a week ago, Coach Evan is more than happy to have some reinforcements tonight on a small but mighty roster. For Ted Willman and the Titans, they'll look to get most of their players an opportunity, but it's been Lily Edwards and Jaylyn Carrington leading the way in terms of scoring. Before we head to tip-off, let's talk about the keys to the game. For the hosts, the key to success will be staying disciplined on both sides of the ball. Fosha knows that these girls play a rigid and rough style throughout high school, and that style won't be tolerated at the JUCO level. We'll talk about the keys to the game for Terra State in a second. Let's go through the starting lineups as we are moments away before tip-off of a doubleheader here. For DC3, it's going to be number 3 and number 4, Brianna Williams, Zipporah Johnson. Number 11, Akira Hinton, she goes by AQ. Imani Smith and Deja Croft in the middle. Big name to watch there is going to be AQ Hinton, 15 points, 12 rebounds in their last game against Kirtland CC. Moments away from tip-off. Starters for Terra State are going to be Lily Edwards, Kenyatta Jackson, Natalia Alejandro, Say Hightower, and Zoe Turner, the only sophomore on a freshman-loaded team. It'll be Smith and Hightower going head-to-head here on the tip-off, and we are off. The start of the game here, that's Deja Croft going down towards the corner. Pass out to Brianna Williams. Ball keeps moving. That's AQ in the corner for 3. A little too much. It goes over the head of the basket. And Terra State takes it the other way. Taking it down there is Natalia Alejandro. Lily Edwards now to the corner. Edwards, a Margaretta alumni. Led their team to a regional championship this past year, and it's a layup scored by Say Hightower. Averaging 6 points per game, she gets her first 2 to start here. Bree Williams loses the ball on a pass. Alejandro driving down, guarded by Bree. Out to the wing. That's Kenyatta driving, has the open lane, not able to get the basket. Offensive rebound and a foul. Say Hightower going to go to the line. JUCO women's basketball, 4 quarters of 10 minutes. Less than a minute into the matchup here. Their first foul. Keys of the game for Terra State. They're going to be defending well and taking good shots. Obviously, this is key in any matchup. But with a young team like theirs, it'll be a priority to move the ball around and make sure everybody keeps their mark on the defensive side. Misses both of those free throws. It's going to be an offensive rebound. Zoe Turner out. An errant pass gives the Lady Lions the ball back. So 2-0 to score here. It was an offensive rebound by Zoe Turner and a putback layup. Z passes to Bree. Little floater shot. No one gets there for the rebound. Draws the foul. Brianna Williams, relentless in the paint. 10 days ago, she put up 10 points with 9 boards. I don't know if I want to mention the shooting percentages for any of these women. Not a great shooting team, at least in that game. We'll see how that compares to today's matchup. Bree taking her good old time to put up these free throws. Coach Evan Fosha in his first season as the DC3 head coach, also his first season as a collegiate head coach. He'd been the head coach of some JV high school teams as well as AAU and semi-pro teams for the past 9 years. Second free throw is up. Neither of them are good. That's an offensive rebound. Deasia Croft gets it again. Almost got stripped. He's going to take it back out. They'll reset. Hair being tucked in her jersey. It's unlike what we're used to seeing. AQ at the top. Defended by Jackson. Out to the corner. Z driving in, looking to go with the left hand. Offensive rebound. Imani Smith. I was going to say couldn't be stopped, but stopped the two layups there. And Brianna Williams is going to shove Lily Edwards to the ground. It was either Edwards or Turner. It's that rigid and rough style that these girls played at the Detroit public school level. A lot of those fouls will be called at the JUCO game. Skip pass out to Alejandro. Back to Jackson at the top. They'll reset. Drives past Lily Edwards. Excellent shooter. Gonna get that pass towards the middle. The inside, rather. And Z not allowing her to wrestle the ball away before they call a jump ball. Possession gonna go back to Terra State. Titans up 2-0 in a early going here. Bree tipping the pass, looking to steal the ball. It's gonna go back down the other way, but you gotta love the fight, gotta love the relentlessness. Brianna Williams, looks like she took a spill on that one too, so. I believe only 2 subs here for the Lady Lions on a short roster. They'll be dealing with that all season long. They only have 10 on the total roster. That pass gonna barely get out to Alejandro. She puts up the 3 a little too hard. Lily Edwards offensive rebound. Looking to make the pass. It's gonna be AQ with the steal. She's got Brianna Williams, but she's gonna take it herself and gets fouled at the other end. Chance for more free throws here. I believe the Lady Lions only made 30% in their last game against the Firebirds of Kirtland Community College. 33% here early on, as that's the first one made for AQ. The second one's up and good, so that's 2 made free throws for her. Scoreboard not reflecting that. I don't know what happened there. There you go. I believe subs came in now. Coming in for the Titans is going to be Olivia Jones. They're down in the middle. And she's going to make an immediate impact. Puts up a shot. Not quite. AQ driving down the far side. Looks to reset. No fast break points here. Looking for some sort of ball movement. Sephora Johnson passes it in. Deasia puts it up. Right-handed in to take the lead. The DC3 Lady Lions. 4 too early here. Lily Edwards out to Alejandro for 3. That's good. Nothing but net. Scoreboard operators are lacking some points for the Lady Lions here in the stadium. You'll see on the far. But we all saw that layup go in. That's a far 2. Imani Smith puts it up and in. Offensive board. It's a few offensive boards for her already. Had 8 points and 15 rebounds just 10 days ago. Shot off the bottom of the backboard now. Z driving down on the right wing. Looking to get past Jackson. She's going to be double teamed in the corner. Lily Edwards will be forcing a double team. Or sorry, forces the jump ball. And making sure that we have the right score in the building. It's the first quarter of a doubleheader here. If we're already struggling, sorry to say it, we might be in a worse for wear. Shot up, glass not open. That was Kendall Hightower who just subbed in. Alejandro gets to her spot. A little too hard. New substitute comes in and gets the offensive board. Gets it back to Hightower. Driving down, she's gonna have a wide open lane. And they're gonna call a travel on that. Feet shuffled just a little too much. You heard the call, Cowboy, so we'll see what this play is. It's gonna be Lily Edwards going to the far wing. Alejandro has yet to put up a lot of points this season, but has been pretty involved in the offense up to this point. Scored a 3 earlier in the game. Another foul called at Jana Ruiz, who got the offensive board a little bit ago, averaging 3 rebounds a game. Gets that pass and not able to get the open layup. That's Leilani Lewis on the rebound, and now is fouled going the other way. Spore Johnson over to AQ. Kendall Hightower is going to have the open shot, won't take it. Z at the top of the key. It's going to get stolen, not quite able to hold on to it. That rigid and rough style, but it's going to be Lily Edwards taking that one up and not able to make the basket. They're going to call a late foul, though, so she'll have an opportunity to put up 2 shots from the charity stripe. Like we've talked about up to this point, a freshman-heavy team for Terra State. Only 1 player, the sophomore, Zoe Turner, number 33. Lily Edwards averaging 10 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, shooting 32% and 40% from beyond the arc. So a successful season for her so far, and it might be a case where they might not need a second year at Terra State in order to find that 4-year program that they're looking for. First free throw is up and good. Both free throws up and good for her. They take the lead 7-6 in early going. Halfway through the first quarter now of a men's and women's doubleheader. Lady Lions taking center stage first. Hightower on the wing, getting guarded tightly. That's Jalen Carrington with the tight defense. Like a little bit of grabbing and reaching there from Carrington. They won't call it. Instead, it's going to be a side out for the Lady Lions. Shot from the corner, AQ for 3. Excellent work from her. Open shot, nobody went out to guard her. Jalen Carrington gets, misses a shot. Deja Croft finding a way to get out of there. Excellent work, gonna keep that slow pace. It's gonna be so important for the Lady Lions this season. Only 7 players on the team today, only 10 on the roster overall. So being able to, it's a floater, and Deja Croft putting it up there. 4-point lead. But keeping the slow pace for the Lady Lions is gonna be so important. As Carrington's gonna put her first shot up of the game. It's a miss, a little wide. Throws it off the foot of Zoe Turner, so. Frequent substitutions coming in for Terra State. They're gonna look to keep their team fresh. Obviously having a huge, I shouldn't say huge, they only have 11 or 12 players on their total roster. A huge person advantage in terms of the amount on their team. AQ dribbling on the wing. Lackluster pass is gonna get stolen. It's Lily Edwards getting the pass off to Carrington on the fast break and scores it in, falling over. While they're at it, 11-9 in the Lions' Den at center line prep, northern side of Metro Detroit. Z gets the pass off. AQ in the corner. Not open, but Hightower is. And goes in off the window. For DC3, Alejandro switched to 3 earlier. She's going to take another one. Off the mark. Rebound AQ. Akira Hinton gets that off to Deasia Croft, hiding the hair behind her jersey. Drive in. It's going to be Leilani Lewis with a mid-range shot off the mark. Alejandro takes it back the other way. Looking to take it in herself. Right hand. Not quite. Rebound to Croft. She's got Lewis. Took to take it herself. Passes off to Lewis. It's an air ball. Zoe Turner back the other way. Fast break offense both ways. Alejandro for 3. That's her second of the game. Imagine she's leading all scorers with 6. Z coming back towards the corner. Guarded by Edwards. Off to Hightower for another 3. Too hard off the glass. Zoe Turner over to Lily. Throws it up and in for 3. Taking the lead 15-14. Early going here. A lot of the men's team and the men's coaches arriving for the second half of our doubleheader today. Sephora Johnson, excellent dribble skills. Finds herself on the ground. 3 Titans around her. Gets the pass off to AQ. By any means necessary, Akira Hinton. How did that pass get off? Beyond me. Alejandro. And it is going to be a travel by Jalen Carrington. Subs now in, Brianna Williams, excuse me. Deasia Croft at the top. Goes to Sephora Johnson. Brianna Williams just subbed in from the corner. Off the side of the backboard. It's going to be Zoe Turner looking for the cross-court pass. Not able to get it. Ball goes the other way. Your Lady Lions unstopped 16-15. 1 minute to go in the first quarter here. We'll slow down the offense. Z Johnson. Deasia Croft to her left, looks to set the pick. We'll get the pass instead. Spins past the defenders. Leilani Lewis had the open layup, not able to make it. Alejandro driving it in herself. Bounce pass, stolen. Sephora Johnson. And another fast break offense. That pass just a little too far for Lewis. Leads to 50 seconds on the clock. In a pretty high scoring first quarter, if I'd say so myself. Typically, teams will average a combined, oh my goodness! Just pulled up from 3, no defense to be found. Kenyatta Jackson on that one. But typically teams will score a combined 20 points in a quarter. This time, more than 30. Open 3 off the mark. It's gonna be a haphazard pass. It gets to Leilani Lewis. That pass nowhere near the basket, or shot, excuse me. Alejandro outside, gets the pass in. Too much traffic. It's Bree on the recipient of that. 1-on-2, can she get it up? Gets fouled with 5 seconds to go. And a chance at side going into the second quarter. For Terra State head coach Ted Willman in his 3rd season. Had an 11-win season last year, but had 9 of those wins rescinded after playing ineligible players. We're going through some administration changes, including their athletic director and compliance coordinator. So not able to keep up with everything that the NJCAA needs in order for your team to be able to compete. Regardless, so still an excellent head coach. Operated for 32 years as a men's basketball head coach in the high school in the middle Ohio area, central Ohio. I was looking for that word there. Brianna Williams at the line. Like we mentioned, 10 points, 9 rebounds. 10 days ago, makes 1 of 2. And she's gonna be on the recipient of that. 2 seconds, needs a shot. It's gonna go out of bounds, 0.6 seconds. Our clock here does not have the point option, so you can see it up there in the top middle portion of your screen. The magical number, you only need 0.3 in order to get 2 hands on the ball and flip it up. So quick shot, they're gonna look for it. Here, gets it to Z, and did not recognize how much time was on the clock, which leads us to the second quarter. It's been a high-scoring affair so far. Terra State Titans on top of your Lady Lions, 18-17. We'll be back on the other side of this. Welcome back. Terra State Titans back on top of your Lady Lions, 18-17 to score. I am the recipient of a new soundboard that I just bought. Literally arrived at my front door an hour before I left. So we have now musical intros we can kick in and out of. Speaking of kicking out, that's gonna be Lily Edwards to Jackson. Too far, offensive rebound, 2 of them. Neither of them able to go in. Akira Hinton, all by herself, not able to get that in. They're gonna call her out of bounds. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe the heel of the shoe is what they called. So high scoring first quarter for Hinton, 7 points on 2 of 4 shots. Alejandro made 2 threes for the Titans. Katrina Grizzle's gonna get her first action. It's Jackson driving in from the corner, mid-range, not quite. Hinton on the rebound. Evan Fosha called her a double-double machine. Proved that in game 1, scoring 15 and grabbing 12. Has 7 already and looking to grab more rebounds as the possessions go by. Floater blocked by Edwards. Goes the other side, it's Bree driving with the right hand, looking for the foul, not gonna get it. Ball gets knocked around. And Edwards, head up, driving, finds a corner. Pass gets in there. Amazing. Say Hightower with the layup with a beautiful pass from Katrina Grizzle. It's gonna be a 3 from Bree Williams. Bank not open that time. Brianna, I'll get that right one of these times. That's Jackson. Inside, gets tripped up. They're gonna call it a travel. Sends it back the other way. Brianna Williams, alumni from Pontiac High School, a team that typically played poor, but she was one of the leaders on that team. AQ, a little too far off the glass. Need to stop hitting the weight room. Even that one was too far. Too much arms workouts. And Hightower not able to get that layup up and in. And it's going to be a timeout taken by the Lady Lions. 20-17 is your score. Just a few minutes into the second quarter for the first half of a doubleheader between DC3 and Terra State. We'll be back on the other side. Second timeout comes to a close. Terra State 7 turnovers compared to the Lady Lions 4. So already playing more disciplined than their opponents. That was one of the big keys of the game for Coach Fosha and crew. That's a three from Support Johnson. Too much. Brianna Williams with the reverse. Elani Lewis guarding Lily Edwards at the top. Gets a pass off to Grizzle. Now on the opposite wing, driving in, now triple teamed. Jackson getting smothered. Deja Croft on the recipient of that. Brianna Williams gets the pass. AQ, not for two. A little too much on the layup there. Lily Edwards gets smoked on that layup, but no call. So it's going to be Croft at the rebound. Z Johnson. No over and back call there. Wasn't sure how close they were on that one. Goes to the corner. Shot from AQ. Too far. Rebound, Lewis. The offensive board game's been very important for DC3 so far. Croft in the gold shoes. Gets double teamed. Gets a pass off. Williams pushing and shoving. Is going to get the ball back. Alejandro's going to sub back in. Take Grizzle out of there. Ball gets back in. Brianna Williams for three. Oh, yeah! Great work there to take the lead. Brianna Williams now on the other side. That's Jackson. A little too much. The ball pinballs back to Lily Edwards. Able to get that shot up to tie the game. 22 all, midway through the second quarter. Brianna with the floater. A lot of heat on that. Speaking of heat, here's Lily Edwards driving down the lane. Almost lost the handle, gets it in. That's Hightower. This is the layup. Fighting for the rebound, that's Support Johnson. Now driving down the other way. A lot of fast breaks here in this game so far. Ball somehow gets out to AQ Hinton, who makes a pass out. That's Deja Croft. Shot off the mark, Alejandro looks to reset. That's Hightower driving in, shooter's touch. Rolls in. I don't know if that's shooter's touch, if it's a layup. Is that what that is? Something like that, I don't know. Brianna Williams, far wing, floater up. She's had a lot of those. This time not going in. Competitive match here. Brianna Williams with the pickpocket. Thought she had the ball, or their team had possession, excuse me. Not quite, it's gonna be Terra State. Natalia Alejandro, look at her stats, nothing jumps off the mark. 3.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, but she's been an integral part of this offense here. Speaking of integral, that's Jalen Carrington with the shot off the mark. Alejandro out on the wing, gets it out. It's gonna be an offensive foul. Not sure who they called that on. might have been Olivia Jones, doing a little too much work off the ball to get herself an opportunity. So the pace offense for AQ. DC3, layup off the mark for IAQ. Throws another one up. Looked like she was looking for a foul there. Not going to get a call. Zoe Turner, the only sophomore for the Titans, driving down far corner. Pass it out. Quick hands from AQ. Hinton. Stop the clock for 11 here. Second quarter. Alejandro fakes the three, drives in. Out to Edwards. Good ball movement. That's Carrington. Gets a three. First points of the game for Jaylyn Carrington. Averaging 10 a game. They take a 5-point lead. That's the largest lead by either team so far in this game. Zipporah Johnson's gonna have an open lane. That's a tough layup over a tall Olivia Jones. No dice there. AQ Hinton. Trying to get the steal there. They're gonna call the foul on her instead. Oh no, they're gonna say that the foul's on Zoe Turner instead. So something on the offensive side. And Deasia Croft will come in for Leilani Lewis. And now subbing in for the first time is Gracie Klaus. Freshman guard, yet to score this season, if my research is correct. So Zipporah Johnson, far wing. Goes out. Excellent pass from Akira Hinton. Not able to take advantage of the open layup though. Tight defense, able to poke the ball away. 3-on-2. What's she gonna do? And they're gonna call a travel, and Brianna knew it was coming. She did the signal herself. A lot of great looks for the Lady Lions, just not able to take advantage of those high percentage looks. Hinton, tight defense. Now Zipporah Johnson with the block and the rebound from Croft. He's got Hinton down the way. Pass a little too much heat on it. They're gonna call her out of bounds. Talked about only 4 turnovers for the Lady Lions. I believe that is their 6th. Only 4 turnovers in the first quarter, excuse me. Edwards gets the ball. Alejandro, nobody on her. Where was the defense there? Misses the shot regardless. Zipporah Johnson. They can drive down play towards the right side in the corner. So 3 is AQ Hinton. Not quite. A little too much muscle on that ball. Almost forced a steal. Misses the open free throw jumper. 27-22 the score. Titans on top of the Lady Lions. 2 minutes to go. Carrington almost loses the ball, gets it out to Alejandro, looking for her 3rd 3 of the game. Not quite. And tipped out of bounds by Olivia Jones. Ball goes back Community Christian's way. Game taking place here at the Lions Den and the north side of Metro Detroit Centerline Prep Academy. You're reading the upside down letters on the court. Deasia Croft behind the legs, looking to do anything with the ball here. $5 move, 5-cent finish. Olivia Jones double teamed. A rebound there. And AQ Hinton smiling. She knew that she was reaching, trying to do anything to get the ball away from Natalia Alejandro. She's played a lot of minutes in this game. I believe Lily Edwards has yet to sub out so far. She might have taken 2-minute breather in the first quarter, but that's it. Those two very integral to this offense. That's Klaus. Inside, now Edwards. Jalen Carrington driving in. That's that 3-2 defense. Smothered him. Brianna Williams driving with the left handle. Spins around. It's going to be fouled. I believe that's 3 fouls in this quarter for the opposing team. AQ gets that ball in, and skip pass to Zipporah Johnson, drives in with the right hand, and able to get it, gets her own rebound, and gets fouled. She's going to get 2 shots out of that with 1:10 to go in the second quarter. Z Johnson, 5'4" sophomore, transferred from, hope I pronounced this right, Kankakee Community College, which I believe is down there in the Ohio area. Recognized that she was not going to get much playing time, if any at all. Transferred here to DC3, has become not the official captain, but the closest thing to a captain is how Coach Fosha described it to me. He said that he can depend on her to be there at every practice, every game, every team meeting. It's been a real great sign of leadership here for the Lady Lions so far in this early season. That's Carrington wide open from 3. Smokes it in. 30-23 the score here. Largest lead by any team this game. Not a lot of off-ball movement, which makes Croft have to put on the moves. Shot from the wing, that's Kendall Hightower for DC3. That's her second 3 of the game, and Brianna swipes that out of the sky. Second 3 of the game. Those are her first points of the season, not present in that game against Kirtland Community College 10 days ago. Very close to graduating, so she's going to be looking for a new home here pretty soon. Saves the ball. 23 seconds to go. Brianna Williams gets the pass off, hits in. Easy layup. Closes the gap just a little more. Tightens up only 2 now. 14 seconds. Carrington for 3. Off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. Nine seconds to go. They got to go quick if they want to tie this game. She's going to look to take it up slow. Is she not aware of the time on the clock? Only 3 seconds to go. She has to put up the shot. It's Hightower. Off the glass to take the lead. Going into halftime. 31-30 your score. And we'll be back with the halftime report in just a little bit as the Lady Lions look to be on fire against Terra State.
I just happened to see how to score.
Halftime report here for you. Oh, let's use this little music cue. Start that again. How lovely does that sound, huh? Sorry, I'm geeking out over this new soundboard I have at my disposal. All right, we can turn that down. 31-30 your score at the half. Lady Lions on top of the Terra State Titans after losing by 22 10 days ago. Fantastic start for them in today's match. Let's talk about some of the stats here for you. Akira Hinton and Kendall Hightower tied for the lead in points, 9 apiece. Hinton's on 3 of 13 shooting, but Hightower's on 3 of 6. 50% for her after not being present in that game against Kirtland CC. I bet they could have used her talents for sure. On the flip side of that, Terra State, Jalen Carrington, after coming in, not starting, scoring 8 points off the bench. 2 of those being 3-pointers. And Lily Edwards, that electric score from Margaretta High School in Ohio, averaging 10 a game. She has 7 in the first half. So it's been excellent scoring from top to bottom. One of the highest scoring first quarters, 30 combined points. Actually now one of the highest scoring second quarters too. Another combined 61 here at the end of the half. You hear the men's team getting ready with their jam out playlist. Playing on the left side of the stadium. I feel like I should have more here, but I feel like it's kind of the story of the game. Not a lot of fouls. It's been a very quick first half up to this point. We might get the second game started on that approximate time of 7:30. Usually I just throw that there as a placeholder. Really the game will start at like 8 or 8:30, but that first half went quick. And now the scores table telling DC3, the men's team, to get off the court so they can start warming up for the second half here. While they warm up, we'll take a step aside. 31-30 your score at the half. I feel like I should have had a little more for that halftime report, but up to this point, it's been a pretty straightforward game. Nonetheless, here's something for you. 19 rebounds for Terra State and 21 for DC3. Pretty even on that, both shooting 50% from the free throw line. But the big key statistic, 13 turnovers for Terra State. DC3 only 6. That was one of the big keys to the game last time around, was that turnover number. So able to keep it under 10 in the first half. We'll see if they can keep that up for the rest of the game. You're watching the Community Christian Lions YouTube channel. The Lady Lions up 31-30 going into the second half. We'll be back in about 6.5 minutes for the start of the third quarter. The music stops and my voice starts again. Back here with the second half, you're looking at the score, 31-30. Lady Lions on top of Terra State. 20 more minutes to play. A very quick first half. Took about a real time of 40 minutes to play 2 10-minute quarters. Almost unheard of in any basketball game, let alone JUCO, where there might be more fouls called or more stoppages for whatever reason. Pass over the head of Zipporah Johnson. Just to get this game, we'll get this half started. That's Bree in the corner. Floater. Rolls up and out, but Hightower trying to jump over Lily Edwards' head to get the board. Ends up tipping it out of bounds, so it's going to be DC3 ball. Bree Williams, 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting thus far. Now 2 of 9. That's going to be Amani Smith, puts that up there. Nothing. Zoe Turner, the only sophomore, gets that over to Jackson somehow. Now out to the wing for 3. Lily Edwards, not enough. Excellent passing, gets it over to Jackson in the corner for the mid-range. Now Brianna getting a layup line look, and she's gonna put that in. Extend the lead to 3. Over to Titans. Now Kenyatta Jackson, far wing. One-handed pass in, gets blocked. Hey, Q hits him. Now looking to take it herself. Switching hands, had the open look, doesn't put it in. Now the active hands, Zipporah Johnson getting tripped. Edwards ends up with the ball. Alejandro, over the outstretched hands, gets that pass over to Kenyatta Jackson in the corner. I'm gonna call a weak foul on Akira Hinton there. I don't know if I agree with that one. Active third quarter so far. Lily Edwards now skip pass to the corner. Alejandro, who scored 2 threes in the first half, not able to score on that one. Hightower misses on the reverse layup. Rebound Imani. Now Akira, pass to the corner. Z, not Z, it's Deasia Croft. Spin move, gets a pass in. Imani Smith. Excellent ball movement here. Sends it to a 5-point lead for the Lady Lions. That is their largest lead of the day. And a pass out of bounds. Gives the ball back to DC3. Titans led by 7 points at 1 point, then a 8-0 run at the end of the second quarter. Gave Community Christian a 1-point lead going into the halftime break. Now looking to score on that one. It's Zipporah Johnson looked like she was trying to listen to something coach was saying, and then ended up forcing a jump ball, which gave possession back to Terra State. Lily Edwards, top of the key. Out to Jackson, now swinging the ball around. It's Alejandro, gonna have an open look, not quite. Gets it over to Zoe Turner for a mid-range shot. Imani Smith punches the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say it is going back to Terra State. Confused on which way the teams were going. That was, so now ball's back in. Zoe Turner out to Jackson on the wing. Disciplined defense. 3-2 zone. Layup bouncing up and around and in for Terra State. Excellent three-point shot there from DC3. Ball come back in. Bouncing up and around for Terra State. Deasia Croft gonna find AQ. Far pass, and they're gonna call it a travel. comes back in for Terra State. The Lady Lions 6-point lead over Terra State. Now Brianna Williams, wide open layup, gets another one in there. Excellent fast break layup. They take their largest lead of the game, 8 points here for Community Christian. Looking for their first win in the Evan Fosha era. Zoe Turner drives in. He's going to step out of bounds and gives ball back to the Lions. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Kevin Steele, player for the men's team, who was able to help us out with their scoreboard. Now has to go dress and warm up. So we have an assistant coach taking his place. Hightower gets the ball in to Deasia Croft. Someone got a notification in the building. A loud one at that. Now tight defense coming from Lily Edwards. Hightower sets a screen. Not gonna get it. It's gonna be a far three. Kendall Hightower. Rebound. Brianna Williams. Misses the layup. Story of the game for the Lady Lions. Fast break opportunity. Edwards from the corner. A little too much. Off the mark. Pinballs around. It's AQ. Now driving in. Gonna take it over the head. Tripping over herself. They're gonna call a foul. It's gonna be taken out on the baseline. Leilani Lewis will check in. Now substitutions galore for the Titans. Olivia Jones and Jonna Ruiz all coming in there. It's a flat shot there from Brianna Williams. Muscling her way out of there is Alejandro with the rebound. Took it herself to the other side. Now standing at the top of the key. Tight defense from Leilani Lewis. Excellent stuff there. Lily Edwards gonna pass by her. Over two players is Olivia Jones, not able to score on the lay-in. Toilet bowl rims out. Now goes back to Hightower. Deasia Croft on the wing. Has all the space in the world. She's gonna take the shot. Nothing there. AQ keeps it in bounds. Gonna take a three of her own. Another shot. Nothing but air. We're gonna see a timeout from So it's going to be a full timeout here for the Lady Lions with their largest lead of the game, up 40-32. We'll be back on the other side of this. Brianna Williams with that last layup takes the lead, the game lead for points in the game with 10 points, shooting 4 of 13. Today has had a lot of open looks not able to take advantage of. That's Hightower. One-handed pass in. It's stolen by Olivia Jones. Now Alejandro driving down the other side of the court. Finds her spot for mid-range. Gets it in. 8 points for her on the afternoon. Now a press look from Terra State. didn't recognize where she was on the court, passes it over and back. So press defense for Terra State, not typically what they do. They said they typically like to run a half-court offense. And that because they have such a young team, they try to keep their rotations as minimal as possible. So you might see some zone from them as well. Pass out to Jackson, near side wing. 3-2 zone for DC3. It's what they specialize in. Jonna Ruiz is going to travel with the ball. And excellent work from both Hightower and Johnson to keep that ball from, keep her from going into the paint. Now, pass to Jonna Ruiz, or stolen by Ruiz, excuse me. Edwards with the right hand, not able to capitalize, open look. Rebound by Johnson, out to Croft. Fast break opportunity, gonna drive in herself. Finds AQ for two. It gets it in there. Feet just inside the line, so only a two-pointer for her. It's still the largest lead of the day for the Lady Lions, 42-34. Now out to Alejandro. Ruiz with the shot off the glass. Continuing with that full court press. And Deasia Croft travels with that one. So ball's gonna go back the other way. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's been a lightning fast game. So you see Coach Evan Fosha in the bottom left side of your screen there, yelling orders to the women with a much more impressive effort today than they had in their recent game where they lost by over 20 to Curlin CC. Driving in is Jackson. Not enough on the layup there. Has to wrestle the ball away. And getting a little chippy out here between Kenyatta Jackson and Akira Hinton. Possession goes back to the home team though, so Lady Lions with a 6-point lead, gonna get the ball with less than 3 minutes to go. Amani Smith checks in. Measures up pretty well to Olivia Jones. That 6'2" height for Amani Smith, number 24. Z gets it over to AQ, drives in, up and under, able to get it in there. Akira Hinton, 13 points in the day for her. Kenyatta Jackson finds a pass inside. Zoe Turner open, not able to finish. Now Z driving down the other way. She's got options. She might take it herself though. Gets fouled. And they're gonna say no, it was blocked out of bounds. So I thought for sure they got hand on arm action there. Instead they're gonna say it's all ball, but the Lady Lions get the ball back. Beautiful white uniforms with that cursive DC3 on the front. Lady Lions on the back. White letters against the blue trim. Amani Smith holding the ball for quite a while. Gets the ball out. Croft looking to drive it himself. Loves the spin move. Able to push it in. And now there's the foul. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Foul's going to be called on Lily Edwards. Gives Croft an opportunity to get her 8th and 9th points of the game. Right now, 7, shooting 3 of 9. One of the big talking points in my conversation with Coach Evan prior to this game is just how passionate the team is. Love the game, love each other. So even though it's a small but mighty roster, they are mighty, in fact. Croft's gonna make both of those free throws. Raise the point total to 9. And a substitution coming in now. It's gonna be Kenyatta Jackson subbing out for Jalen Carrington. Both have had their fair share of points. Jackson with 5, Carrington with 8. Edwards getting nothing at the top here. That 3-2 defense. Amani Smith That tall frame guarding at the top. 3-2 defense is what they specialize in. And now it's going to be a corner three. She has 2 threes, make that 3 for Natalia Alejandro. Back to the press defense for Terra State. Kendall Hightower loves the one-handed pass, gets that over to Croft. Double teamed in the corner. Imani Smith just a little too far out. And they're going to call a foul on Zoe Turner, it looks like. Zoe Turner in disbelief, like I am. I'm not sure what he called there, but a minute and a half to go. And the Lady Lions up by 7. Have a chance to see that quick math. I did that math in real time. Chance to extend their lead even further. Johnson, far lane. Hightower in the corner, holding on the ball for quite a while. Gets the ball inside. Lewis. They're going to call a jump ball on that. Possession will go back to Terra State. Lewis not recognizing where the defense was on that possession. We're going to put the shot up immediately like she has with the rest of her shots this game. So Edwards out to Alejandro. Gets that into number 30, Say Hightower. She'll be fouled on that, so she'll have a chance to put up 2 points of her own. Hightower up to this point has 6 points with 3 rebounds. So typically their center, averaging 7.5 rebounds per game, hasn't been able to produce that same effect against the Lady Lions. Minute left to go. Hightower misses the first, makes the second. One of the things that's been present that I haven't really talked about, something that head coach for Terra State, Ted Willman, brought up earlier, was how quiet this team is. Like, you know, they're just a team that doesn't necessarily communicate, more introverted, as it's going to be Deasia Croft finding Imani Smith. Excellent pass. Gets the offensive board and gets fouled on the other side. That 6'2" frame, hard to replicate. So 50 seconds left here to go. And that's one of the things that Ted Willman talked about. They just need to communicate more on the court. They're all friends off the court. They all live with each other in the dorms and spend a lot of time together outside of basketball, but when they're on the court, they just need to be more vocal. Zoe Turner, the only sophomore on this team, has shared some of that responsibility, being the only, I guess in JUCO terms, upperclassman. Misses the second shot. It's going to be a foul called on Williams. Williams frustrated with herself on that one. Edwards over to Alejandro. Now to Carrington. All the top scorers in now for Terra State, and she is going to travel. Gives the ball back to the home team. Seven-point lead, 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Press defense applied here. Brianna Williams having no trouble getting around it, able to dribble through it herself. Leilani Lewis gets the ball, puts it up again. Nothing but net for Leilani Lewis. Assist by Brianna Williams. Now 3-2 defense. It's been giving Terra State trouble so far. Shot off the rim and over the backboard. 18 seconds to go. Gives the Lady Lions a chance to lead by double digits. Deasia Croft not recognizing the ball is in play. She's a wide open three. She's going to put it up. Oh, a little too much air. Imani Smith, back, rebounded. Glass is falling off. Zipporah Johnson with the shot. Not there. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here. Nine-point lead. Our scoreboard has 39. Not sure what the confusion was there. If it changes back, we'll make sure to reset it for you. But 9-point lead for the Lady Lions here going into the fourth quarter. Compared to where they were 10 days ago, it's unprecedented territory. 10 more minutes of action here on Community Christian Lions YouTube channel. We'll be back on the other side of this. Ball back in play for DC3. Brianna Williams driving left side, looking for a foul, not gonna get it. Shot off the top of the backboard, offensive rebound. Those have been so huge. Deasia Croft, now it's Williams fighting. AQ, the pinball! Oh, and it rims out. Zoe Turner with the board now. Poked away by Williams. For the Titans, it's Natalia Alejandro leading the team with 11 points. She's only averaging 3.5 going into this game, so the three-point offense for her has been so explosive. For your Lions, to Kira Hinton, 13 points, 5 of 17 shooting, with 10 rebounds, so another double-double for her. Coach Fosha called her the double-double machine. Tight defense from Leilani Lewis. Jackson goes around, and a foul on the ground is going to be called, so 9-point lead here for DC3, 49-40 here in the fourth quarter. Young team on both sides. It's AQ with the steal, breakaway, looking for the layup. She got it! 15 points for her. AQ Hinton to lead by double digits. Jackson on the other side, looking for somebody, anybody. Tight zone defense. Jackson driving in. Gets the layup, not high enough. Throws it off the backboard. Lily Edwards finds a way to get it back to Turner. Turner gets the ball back. Scores the layup. Impressive offensive performance on that possession right there. Z gets it to Bree. Williams gets the ball poked away. She keeps it in bounds. Flat shot, three. Not good. Alejandro, fast break. Jackson, she has one to beat. Doesn't get it up there. Carrington gets the foul call. And will look to put up two herself. 8 points for Jalen Carrington, averaging 10 a game coming into this one. 5 rebounds per game for her. Another big point of emphasis for both of these teams coming into it was the shot selection. Shot selection has to be good, for lack of a better term, on both sides. As now Amani Smith's going to check back in for Lewis. And the shot selection for both teams has been, in fact, good. They've taken a lot of open layups and three-point attempts. We've just yet to capitalize on those. And something's going on. The horn going off in the middle of the play. Had everyone confused. Now Z Johnson, open layup lane. Gets the ball poked away. Now it's Lily Edwards' ball. District and regional champ passes over to Jackson. 3 off the mark. Johnson now looking for the fast break. They'll reset. It's Croft. Gets it over to the open 3. Hey, Q! Too much. Offensive board. Support Johnson not giving up on the play. Hinton's 3 off his. Hinton's 3 is off once again. Excuse me there. And now an offensive foul called, I believe, on Amani Smith. A lot of offensive boards here for the Lady Lions, not all by the 6'2" Amani Smith. You see a lot of hustle plays like Support Johnson driving in right there. Now these women averaging more than 9 rebounds per game coming into this one. So now it's gonna be Jackson at the top of the key. Now it's gonna be a wide open 3. Nobody's guarding her out there. Now, no respect. Amani Smith destroyed on that one. Sorry, pushed over. I don't want to say that, but Deja Croft with the slick moves. Looking to do something with it. Gets fouled. And these refs are letting him play it out, which has allowed for a pretty quick game up to this point. Only 6:49 Eastern time here. Game here. Deja Croft passes in right in front of me. Now it's Johnson at the top of the key. Now Croft with the wing, driving in off the ball. And they're going to say it's a travel. That one leg must have shuffled or slid just a little bit to give that call. A little less than 7 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Lions up by 7. Open 3 for Carrington, able to connect on it. Takes the lead down to 4. Titans not out of it yet. Keeping that press defense. Against Hinton, she's gonna get tackled, no call. Jackson on the other side. Brings the lead down to 2. And now a timeout from Evan Fosha. 6:34 left to go. And the Lady Lions are only up by 2. We'll be back on the other side of this. Women taking the court once again for Terra State and now the Lady Lions. 4 double-digit scores in this game, 2 on each side. Brianna Williams, 10 points on 4 of 16 shooting. Akira Hinton, 15 points. Leading the game, Alejandro has 11, and Carrington with 13 for Terra State. Little 5-0 run, makes it a 2-point game. Now Deja Croft has the open lane, looking to spin out of it, looking for anybody. Puts the shot up herself and is going to get the foul call. Foul call needed there. Something that's been present with her, or prevalent, excuse me. Anytime she gets the ball, she looks to take it in herself before kicking it out. Big fan of that spin move. She always seems to incorporate into her drive. First free throw off the mark, was not present in the first game, so these are her first points of the season. Young season for her, 9 points, 3 of 10 shooting. Second free throw goes in, extends the lead to 3. Lily Edwards has had the ball in her hands in big moments at Margaretta High School. Biggest moment right here, that's Jonna Ruiz, not able to connect on that layup. Ball stolen from her, Kenyatta Jackson. Quick hands, everybody's getting on the ground. And now it's a jump ball. Amani Smith getting into it. They're saying the possession arrow was not updated on the scoreboard. So you see how the possession arrow was pointed towards the visitors. They had possession earlier in the game. The score, their clock operator, excuse me, just didn't update it in time. So Fosha yelling orders at his players. So the ball is going to come back in for DC3. Where the possession arrow was supposed to be pointed was the conversation there. Hightower, one-handed pass, gets it to AQ, he's gonna have the open lane. One person to beat, trips. Not able to get the rebound in, the layup in, and another jump ball. This time it's gonna go to Terra State. Down 3, less than 6 to go. And it would help to have somebody wipe up that court. It feels like that AQ has slipped on that same spot a few times throughout the game. Lily Edwards now. Edwards now top of the key. Drives in. Defense not reacting to her. She's going to put that one in. Cuts the lead to 1. 52-51. Your Lions are on top. But it's been a bit of a run here for Terra State so far. 3. Akira hits in. Oh, they're going to call it a 2. So only 2 points there. Extends the lead to 3. Lily Edwards into Alejandro. Defense not there. They're going to foul Zoe Turner on the layup. Didn't react to Alejandro, but everyone folded in on Turner when she went to jump up. The only sophomore on a freshman-heavy team. Averaging 2 points per game, 3 rebounds coming into this one. So far, 2 points with the opportunity for 2 more. Make that 3. And 3 rebounds so far. Every shot matters here late in this game. Makes 1 of 2. And it's an offensive rebound. Kenyatta Jackson pulls that one down. Alejandro thinking about the 3, not going to do it. Poked away. Amani Smith with the steal. Deja Croft putting on the moves. And they're going to say she carried the ball, so it goes back the other way. Not happy with the turnover calls. Had that same reaction throughout this whole game. So now Lily Edwards, top of the key. Down 2. Drives in, passes out. That's a corner. That's Jackson. Too far. Saving it in bounds is Hightower. Keeping that clock running. Heavy defense. Not affecting Johnson up to this point, but she's going to be double teamed. Gets it out to Croft. Pass inside. Hinton. Not able to put it in. Amani Smith. 2 rebounds. It's still in. And now they're going to call a foul. That's 3 fouls for the away team there. Wasn't 2 rebounds there, it was a shot and a rebound for Amani Smith. Foul called on the floor. 4 minutes to go. Lady Lions up 2. Hinton drives right. Slick moves, Hightower. A lot of congestion on that wing. Pass is gonna be knocked away. Amani Smith getting in there. Looking to rip the ball away from Natalia Alejandro. So it is going to be a jump ball. Possession going back to the Lady Lions. Another opportunity to score. Ball comes out. Zipporah Johnson drives to the right side, looking for anybody. He's gonna find Hightower from deep. Not quite. Edwards on the rebound. Slow pace for their offense here. Less than 4 to go. Down 2, excuse me. Have to make some safe passes. Work the ball around a little bit, see where the defense collapses and where they react. Alejandro not up there, gets his own rebound. Up to Jackson. Too soft. Zoe Turner sends it back out, thinks about the 3. Not quite, it's gonna be Alejandro instead. Doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound. DC3 has let the rebounding battle up to this point, but this possession has been so critical for Terra State. And the pass just a little too much for Kenyatta Jackson. He gives the Lions the ball, 3:15 to go, up 2. Number 30, Say Hightower, tallest player for, second tallest player for Terra State checks in. Spore Johnson affected by that press. He's gonna pass it right to Lily Edwards. She's gonna take it herself. Looking for the foul, she's gonna get it. With a chance to tie the game with 3 minutes to go. Five fouls for DC3, I believe it'll be double bonus the rest of the way, if I have that right. Lily Edwards' first shot off the mark. You don't see that often for her. Usually makes most of her free throws. Made a lot of them at Margaretta High School. Second shot is up and in. 54-53, your Lady Lions are on top. Deasia Croft holding the ball above her head. Has to get the ball across that half-court line. She does, passes it to Johnson. Looking to drive, one person to beat. Up at the right hand, not enough. Croft, offensive rebound. Not enough. Ball goes out of bounds. It's gonna stay with Terra State after being poked away. 2:43 to go. Now it's gonna be Jackson taking the ball out. A little bit of a different look here for Terra State. Some time here to go. Gets the ball inside, poked away. Amani Smith. Now to Hinton, far side. Tight defense, gives it right back to Jackson. She's got one to beat, and she's gonna beat her. Terra State finds himself up 1, 2, 21 to go. And now Ted Willman, head coach for Terra State's gonna call a timeout. 141 seconds to go in the game. One of the keys to the game for Terra State was that tight defense. They wanted to make sure that they had that good shot selection and defended well. Defense has been so critical for Terra State here in this fourth quarter, as well as the offensive rebounding. I think there's like 5 offensive rebounds on 1 possession for the Titans. Only called it 30 seconds. They're going to return to action here pretty quickly. 5 fouls for DC3. Double bonus rest of the way. Terra State has 3 fouls on them. As you see on that big scoreboard at the very top of your screen. Full court press defense still present for the Titans. Lions take it back in. Spinning around. Stolen. Jackson. Drive it up. The distance goes in. And they go up 3. Deasia Croft gets the ball poked away. Where's the ball going? Jackson blocked by Hightower. Calamity in the paint. Less than 2 to go. Fourth quarter's been huge for Terra State. Now up 3. They were down 9 going into the quarter. Terra State gets the ball back. Jackson, far wing. Gonna take her good old time. Lily Edwards top of the key. Now out to Alejandro. Back up, money. gonna look to hold on to this ball as long as humanly possible. It's gonna be Lily Edwards driving through the double team. Gets it over, Hightower, blocked by Smith. They're gonna call a foul. Oh, come on. 1:31 to go. And Hightower's gonna have a chance to put the game potentially out of reach. 4 fouls on Imani Smith. Well, I shouldn't say out of reach. There's only 1:28 left to go in the game. Deja Cross going to sub out. Leilani Lewis coming back in. Foul was in the air, so regardless, it is going to be 2 shots. We're also in the double bonus, so regardless, it would be 2 shots. That's what I meant to say there. First shot off the mark. Both shots off the mark. Offensive rebound, not quite. Leilani Lewis in there. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession going back to Terra State. The Titans with another chance to extend their lead. On the baseline, Alejandro passes it out. Zoe Turner looking to hold on to the ball. Need the defense to be tight here. Titans are going to look to hold the ball as long as humanly possible. Shot clock not present. Lily Edwards. We need tight defense here. She's going to blow right by her. That's Jackson. Putting it up. Off the mark. Support Johnson. Now fouled the other way. So that's 4 team fouls on Terra State. 59 seconds to go. (57-54) the score. Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. We're down 9 to start the 4th, now up 3. Here Hinton's going to lose the handle, gets the ball to Johnson for a win. She's going to drive, gets blocked. Say Hightower. And now Terra State's going to go the other way. Fast break, wide open. Hightower on the other end, and she scores the layup to go up 5. Clock is still running. 33 seconds to go. Needs something quick. Johnson off the hands of Brianna Williams and out of bounds. 28 seconds now. That could be all she wrote. Hightower with the critical block and score on the other end. Lily Edwards, 22 seconds now. Not going to play the foul game. Need tight defense here. Gets it into Edwards. Not going to play the foul game. They're just going to let the clock roll out. I don't think the girls on the court are aware of how much time is on the clock. They're just going to let it dribble out, and that's going to be the end of the game. The Titans win by 5 points. Instead of playing the foul game, they're going to call that the end of it. Terra State wins this game 59-54. And a frustrating defeat as a was a 14-point swing, being up 9 points to start the 4th quarter and losing by 5. Huge swing in terms of rebounds, in terms of fouls, and in terms of possession for Terra State to win game 1 of our doubleheader. Our men are going to be up here in about 30 minutes here in the Lions Den. Fosha gives me a fist bump, classy as always. Frustrating defeat for the Lady Lions as they fall to 0-2. That is going to be all for your game this afternoon. Titans win 59-54. We'll be back with the other game of this in a different live stream, so feel free to check your subscription box for the second half of our doubleheader. The men's team, Terra State, going up against Community Christian College of Detroit. Lady Lions lose this one 59-54. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in about 30 minutes.